All right, now we're on the northern edge of the Daniel Lady farm. This very large tree that I'm filming here, we believe to be a witness tree. It's pretty big. It's probably definitely old enough. But either way, this is the very edge of the property. And so this direction I'm facing right now would aim back towards the farmhouse. That's kind of towards the south. Over here, we're looking towards the west. The Gettysburg would be in that direction, about a mile or so away. And here, we're at, well, there's an old farm lane that the locals would use in the 20th century to get from the Hanover Road to the York Road without having to go into town. But the farm that we're looking at right now, across, you can see the no trespassing sign, S&A Homes. They currently own this. It's supposed to be slated for development. But in 1863, this would have belonged to a guy named Alfred Shriver. You can kind of see the water tower hiding behind the trees back there. That would have been on the Wolf Farm property. So we're actually looking at the Shriver Farm property. But Alfred Shriver didn't live there. He leased it or rented it out to a guy named John Bender. And John Bender actually helped Daniel Lady work his fields. I believe the house would have been kind of over in the direction that the camera's facing now. And ultimately, John Bender would move into Daniel Lady's home when he bought the second farm up in Butler Township, up towards Ardensville and Biglerville. So here we have a farm in between. This area here would have been the Shriver Farm, Bender Farm, and then the Wolf Farm would be beyond this field in front of us, where you see the water tower hiding behind those little tall trees back there. Of course, I have the worst angle of all time. But here we're looking at the Shriver Farm, Bender Farm, John Bender, John Bender, and then beyond that, where you see those two tall trees off in the distance, that there would have been the Wolf Farm. The Wolf Farm doesn't meet the Daniel Lady Farm in this area, although it would have been in this area that the Colonial Road would have kind of gone right across the open field in front of you by the Shriver Farm or the Bender farmhouse, and then continue on over the ridge off in the distance as the camera's facing, and wind up on the Wolf Farm in the area of Camp that would become Camp Letterman. Good stuff.